Out of the 6 possible suspects who could have finally brought down abusive villain Theo Silverton, my strongest bet is on the one man with a deadly history already behind him, Gary Windass. Unlike several others under suspicion, including George Shuttleworth and Christina Boyd, Gary was among the last people to accept that Theo had been terrorizing his longtime partner Todd Grimshaw behind closed doors. In fact, Gary trusted Theo enough to offer him work at the builder's yard, making the eventual betrayal feel even more personal. Gary has never had patience for bullies. When Liam Connor was targeted by a tormentor, Gary violently lashed out at the teenager responsible. He's also proven time and time again that he'll cross dangerous lines to protect both himself and the people closest to him. Years ago, he secretly sabotaged the factory roof in order to settle debts with ruthless loan shark Rick Nealon, a decision that indirectly led to Rana Habib's death. Later, Gary killed Rick in self-defense before taking control of the criminal's operations and becoming increasingly hardened himself. Although Maria Connor has helped him leave much of that darkness behind, Gary still struggles to control his explosive temper. Once he discovered that Theo was nothing more than a manipulative abuser, all that buried rage quickly resurfaced. 2 major clues already point in Gary's direction. First came the moment he smashed Theo's van apart with a sledgehammer, an outburst unfortunately captured on CCTV footage. Then there was the threatening message sent shortly afterwards to Theo's phone, "I'm coming for you." It's hardly surprising that DS Lisa Connor Swain and DS Kit Green wasted no time bringing Gary in for questioning. For now, however, attention has shifted toward other suspects. Summer Spellman recently became a focus after her revenge fantasies about killing Theo were discovered in her journal, written after she blamed him for abandoning her adoptive father. Theo's former wife, Danielle Silverton, has also raised suspicions after repeatedly accusing Todd of murdering Theo for insurance money. Meanwhile, Gary's recent behavior has only added to the mystery. When Maria points out that Sarah forgot Bethany's birthday, Gary reacts aggressively and rushes to defend Sarah, leaving Maria stunned by his unusual attitude. Could his strange conduct be connected to the night Theo died, the same evening Sarah was attacked and left fighting for her life by obsessive troublemaker Jody Ramsey? Some Coronation Street viewers certainly believe there's more going on. Fans on social media have begun speculating that Gary and Sarah may have shared another secret encounter that night. One viewer suggested the pair have been acting suspiciously for weeks and hinted that Gary's increasingly distant behavior toward Maria feels significant. Another fan argued that Gary and Sarah have always shared stronger chemistry with each other than with their other partners, believing the show may be setting up another reunion. The suspicions don't stop there. During a later conversation, Kit questions Gary about Todd's missing phone, the key piece of evidence in the investigation. The device vanished on the night Theo was killed before eventually turning up in a nearby pawn shop. Forensic tests later uncovered Brody Michaelis' fingerprints on the phone, leading to his arrest. But Kit then uncovers another shocking detail. The phone was discovered inside Gary's skip. Although Gary insists he knows nothing about it, Kit privately tells Lisa that he's convinced Gary is hiding something important and plans to uncover the truth. So what exactly is Gary concealing? Involvement in Theo's death, a secret affair, or something even darker? Coronation Street favorite Michael Lavelle has officially tied the knot with his longtime partner, Louise Gibbons. The actor, best known for playing Kevin Webster on the ITV soap, married Louise during an intimate ceremony held at Sale Town Hall in Manchester. After being engaged for almost a decade, the couple finally said their vows surrounded by close friends and relatives. Michael appeared delighted as he arrived wearing a light beige suit paired with a brown tie, smiling proudly ahead of the ceremony. Louise looked stunning in a fitted white gown featuring a strapless design and elegant feathered sleeves, while her curled hairstyle flowed gracefully over her shoulders. Moments after becoming husband and wife, the newlyweds emerged from the venue hand in hand, clearly emotional, as guests showered them with pale blue confetti. The pair then shared another kiss outside the registry office while celebrating the beginning of married life together. Earlier in the day, Michael had made his excitement obvious when he stepped out of a chauffeur-driven vehicle and gave photographers a thumbs up while waiting for Louise to arrive. The bride was later driven to the venue in a luxury Mercedes alongside one of her bridesmaids. Michael and Louise first began their relationship back in 2014. Reports at the time claimed the pair were introduced through Louise's connection to Michael's local bookmakers. 3 years later, the couple confirmed they were engaged. Despite Michael's fame as one of Britain's best-known soap stars, the pair have always preferred to keep their romance largely private. Before the wedding, insiders revealed that Michael had been eager to finally make things official after such a lengthy engagement. Their relationship has not been entirely without difficulties, however. Early in their romance, the couple briefly separated before quickly reconciling just days later. With warm sunshine and temperatures reaching 23 degrees, the relaxed atmosphere perfectly matched the couple's low-key celebration style. Although Michael remains one of Coronation Street's most recognizable faces and one of the program's longest-serving cast members, the wedding itself was far more understated than many expected. Instead of a lavish celebrity event, the couple chose a more intimate and simple celebration. The guest list included close friends, relatives, and several familiar Coronation Street co-stars. Among those attending were Sue Devaney, Alan Halsell, Sally Carman, and Joe Dudding. Sally Dynevor, who previously played Kevin Webster's on-screen wife, was also present at the ceremony wearing a colorful floral outfit. Following the wedding service, the celebrations continued at a smaller reception. Coronation Street's Tyrone Dobbs faces mounting pressure next week after Carl Webster threatens to expose the huge secret he has been desperately trying to hide. The popular mechanic finds himself increasingly panicked as Carl becomes determined to uncover the truth surrounding the shocking incident that nearly cost him his life at the garage. Earlier this week, the ITV soap finally confirmed fan suspicions by revealing that Tyrone was responsible for the accident that left Carl trapped beneath a car on the same evening Theo Silverton died. Already struggling with guilt, Tyrone's situation becomes even worse when Carl starts probing for answers. The accident happened after Tyrone accidentally knocked the jack while Carl was secretly interfering with Kevin's brakes. Terrified by what had happened, Tyrone fled the scene in panic, leaving Ronnie Bailey to take charge and deal with the aftermath. The revelation also explains why Tyrone falsely claimed he had been nowhere near the garage that night. His lies left Summer Spellman furious after she begged him to support her version of events regarding her own whereabouts. In Coronation Street's latest spoiler scenes, Tyrone begins to feel trapped when Carl overhears a suspicious conversation and quickly realizes there is more being hidden from him. Spotting Tyrone inside the Rovers, Carl wastes no time approaching him and deliberately trying to rattle him. Taunting the mechanic, Carl remarks that Tyrone can act tough all he likes, but his expression clearly reveals fear, guilt, or perhaps both. Trying to stay calm, Tyrone insists Carl is mistaken. However, Carl chillingly warns him that he always uncovers the truth eventually and promises to discover exactly what Tyrone is hiding. Tyrone is deeply troubled, knowing Summer remains on remand accused of murder, while he realizes that simply telling the truth could completely change the situation. The big question now is whether Tyrone will finally confess what really happened that night, or continue staying silent in the hope the truth never comes out. Coronation Street airs on ITV1 on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. and is also available to stream on ITVX.